Hello. Yay.
How are you doing?
Alive, which is always a good sign.
Long time no see. It's still odd not doing this daily. I'm going to have to admit this. I'm still getting withdrawal symptoms of not doing Agile World daily.
Wow, I'm officially a drug.
Yeah, you are. It just feels odd. I know I do get a chance to speak to you on most days, but it does feel odd not prepping to film Agile World. Sorry to say.
There you go. And now you've just destroyed our rep by telling everyone we do preparation. Honestly, we try to keep it to a minimum.
Well, we do have catch-up conversations. Well, we are friends as well. At the end of the day, we do chat about our day and what we do and everything else, you know.
Exactly.
So, what's that? Anyway, how are you, Karl? How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm in the middle of a 3-day holiday.
All right for some, isn't it? All right.
Yeah, well, you know, someone's got to have them.
I'll rub it in when I get my week holiday at some point.
Well, I've been on holiday for a year from work, but my wife's got 3 days off, so we thought we'd spend it together. So it's kind of cool.
You two are the sweetest. So we've just come off of a really amazing session. It was really good. Haroon and Giles facilitated it absolutely amazingly. So well done to those guys. 100%.
Thanks, guys. It was fun.
It was really good.
I won't have to send the guys round to where you live. To extricate your kneecaps. That's it. Yeah.
Oh God.
Remove. Yeah. No, it was good. It was good fun, and it was really difficult, I think, to keep my mouth shut. It was very hard work indeed, because that we were hearing. It felt like the beginning of the festival again.
Yeah.
It was kind of like, you know, have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? And there was lots of things that we did and got shot down ages ago. But that's the point of this, isn't it? Is we don't know what the future is. So let's be open to any idea.
But what I liked hearing about was there's some ideas that we had at the beginning that we thought, no, that won't work, or they won't be interested. And they brought it up. So just give you guys an idea, if you weren't at the event, you missed out, but it has been recorded. We were actually discussing what happens next for Agile20Reflect. And this was a mixture of Agile20 reflectees, so those who've been working in the background, like myself and Karl, and also people that participated as well. And yeah, it was interesting. There was multiple things that we thought of doing that we thought wouldn't be of interest, and it just brought it up. But there was also some amazing new ideas that came up. The calendar got slayed, but
but that's fine, because, you know, even me and Ash were a bit hacked off with it about halfway through the festival, because that was not a cheap thing that we, you know, it cost thousands, and it was an app built into WordPress, but it still wasn't free, and the developers just didn't help us when we got into problems. So
no, but we knew there were problems, but it was still nice to hear that people thought the same things. We had this one girl that just went, it was shoddy. That was the first area I went into. I said, well, what do you think? Tell us. And he goes, the calendar was shoddy. Actually, I think it was another word he said, which I can't repeat. That was.
Oh no. If it's, I can live with the words. I think that the thing is that I also have this back thing behind me that says anyone with an opinion had better step up as well. You know, I don't like people. I don't like generals who direct the battle from their living room while everyone else is facing the war. If you've got an opinion, expect to be asked to back it up with some action.
100%. But no, some absolutely amazing feedback. If you don't mind, I'm going to share my screen quickly just to show it's not going to let me. Oh, Karl, you're going to have to.
All right, okay, let's see. I'll need to exit WhatsApp because my bandwidth found fun and games.
It's because I've got a new PC and it says I've got to give system access, blah, 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 blah. So I'll do it next time. You do it now. Okay. But yeah, we had an amazing, beautiful Miro board, which, you know, you can see has got so many ideas, comments, information, things that we can use for next steps. It's an exciting time. It really is exciting. I mean, I'm even going to take, after we finished, I need to take another 20, 30 minutes to go through everything, because there's so much I've missed.
Well, I just think that if you just looked at the construction of it, I'm going to share screen. I'm stealing the construction as well. So so if I go to this, it's all marked with positions on the right hand side. So it is, there was an icebreaker about how do we feel about what we was being involved with in terms of the festival. There was a description of what design thinking is, because I think people often think that to steal a phrase from someone that asked me to do this, they think they can storm the Bastille, and actually what we're trying to do is work out from where we are what to do, because you can't reinvent your history. You need to actually work from where you are. I have to move that there so I can see what's happening. And then the ideas, which is really interesting. There's lots and lots of them. Clearly, they've started to pull them together into a package of subjects or topics.
Yeah, there's going to be some work on that. I can tell you that now. There's so much information. There'll be duplications. There'll be so much on there. I mean, I put in about 15, and that's just me as one person.
Well, I mean, what I'm interested in is off the back of this, we've got something like 370 people on the Slack. The website infrastructure and architecture and the tech side was run by 2 people.
Yeah.
Going forward, where are you all? The content was Anurag and Sath and Sabrina and me, and Katie, and I just think that's not enough. 5 people for a global festival. I know we did what we did. I'm kind of like, great, whatever we do, but please participate, and not just on receiving, also give next time, whatever we do.
Just got to add though, you also had like the Shelby and Sath doing interviews.
Oh yeah, sorry guys.
Yeah, I'm adding them in. You've got Brandon.
I'm gonna get busted.
I'm gonna be naming all the names. Julia, the amazing, like she always had ideas. She is like the out of the box thinker. But
Yeah.
You're right, and I don't want to forget everyone's names, but you all know who you are. Grace with her amazing work with the ambassadors. That was a tough job.
Yeah.
And
I mean, in any other organization, she'd have a staff of 5 or 6, but actually she did it by herself. And so all credit to her.
Yeah, but we need more people for starters. Lots of amazing people did lots of amazing things.
So I'm going to give a shout out to a guy that you don't even know exists, to Kieran Keegan. Now, Kieran Keegan is a mate of mine, is a graphic designer, and we had a logo for the festival to start with, which was done on some weird piece of tech that actually you couldn't use as a vector graphic, which means you couldn't scale it without breaking it. So I gave it to him and said, look, mate, can you help me out? And he said, yeah, okay. And it took him 3 weeks to come back to me, 2 weeks to do. He rebuilt the entire logo using Illustrator and all of the text and everything, and gave us the professional standard document. So shout out to Kieran for an amazing job that no one knows about, because there's not really an easy way to say thank you in these kind of things without people being embarrassed. But man, you did a fab job.
We got the red team as well. The red team were great because they challenged us, and I know you were part of the red team as well.
I enjoyed that a lot.
Like Richard Cornelius, Yusuf, all those guys. Craig
is yeah. I think it was really helpful.
Yeah. Oh, do you know, great when we had the trustees meeting, and Yusuf will be one to bring it up and go, what have you thought of this? And he had a really clever way of doing it, where it wasn't coming negatively, but he made us think, and occasionally he made us panic, but that was doing it. And that was what the great thing about the red team was. I'm trying to think. There were so many people that worked their butts off, but the size that Agile20Reflect become, there wasn't enough. There wasn't. We had times in the marketing team, and as an example, because obviously we've got Anurag as well. Are you still there, Karl? Am I talking to myself?
Yeah, I'm still here. I just have to stop my screen share because my bandwidth is just.
Oh, okay. So you're coming back. I thought I was talking to myself. At one point we had.
I'm still here.
You're still there.
And this is what I like about technology. I'm still here. It's my bandwidth.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you. It's my bandwidth. Sorry, everyone.
It's all right.
The internet hates the countryside and the people that live in it.
This is real. I thought you could also hear my husband's in downstairs playing some music, clicking his fingers. I just heard that a second ago. So he's having a bit of a party downstairs. But yeah, so even in the marketing example, we there was some times where we didn't have enough people. It was great the way that Agile20Reflect was built, where the teams could expand and disband, but we still didn't have enough people. But I mean, I added that on the board as well. We need more good people.
And to qualify that, Sabrina came into her first marketing meeting and was immediately promoted to the leader of marketing without any prior knowledge by the team that was there. So, but we were told that you were coming in to take over that role, so we just assumed that you knew.
You know what? I took on the challenge and I enjoyed it, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. You bunch are amazing. Everyone's amazing. I mean, at the end of the day, I think the one big thing I've learned is I thrive being chucked in the deep end.
Yeah, and I think we all were. I mean, it's like I joined the heretics because they were called heretics, because that appealed to my view of the world. I don't think we should all go along to get along. I think that's stupid. I think we should go along, find out what's wrong, fix it, and then move on from there. And too much of what we do in the world is fixing stupid ideas. So, sorry, gone off topic there.
So those who weren't able to join the event this evening, it has been recorded, and we will put the link to the recording as soon as we get hold of it, and the link to the mural board as well, so you can have a look and see. And hopefully I will have to ask this question, if we can carry on adding to it. I assume that we can actually still carry on adding to it. Add your points, add your views, add what you feel the next step should be. The really nice thing that did come out today was there is still a want for it. Yeah. People are desperate for it to carry on. I heard multiple times some of the guys turn around that I spoke to in the multiple meetings, because we were broken out into multiple different breakouts. And we got to meet different people, talk to different people. Someone turned around and said, let's make it every other month. Let's make it, every 6 months. Let's make it another year. Is it coming in 2022? And that was extremely nice to hear. That
I think also is it a festival, or is it a community with lots of experiments as well? And I think that's so off the back of Scott's being on the show, I now own a copy of Pirates in the Navy.
You know what? It's in my Amazon basket.
Definitely worth a read. It's very interesting, and and off the back of being in the red team, I bought some red team books as well, just to expand my knowledge, because I already knew how to be an awkward person. So that's well, this has given me some tactics to ensure that I'm more awkward than normal. So I think the session showed desire to continue, because that actually the festival wasn't set up to continue. So the festival is done. The festival itself is done, but what's underlying the festival and what's come from it, what it has engendered, is going to proceed, but we don't know in what format. And even as supposed central organized people in terms of being trustees, I'm still in the advisory group as well, and the red team, and the marketing team. I'm trying to avoid anything else. Am I a crash leader as well? I don't know.
I think into the marketing team. I know you nipped in and out the other areas, but I think we kind of grabbed hold of you and not let you go. I'm not letting you go. So
okay.
And who's to say that we're still going to be in the marketing team next?
I don't know. I mean, I proposed to Scott at the outset of these sort of meetings is that everyone should be let go and let's see what arises. And he just looked at me in horror, like we'll end up with nothing. And I'm going, well, maybe, because
no.
so I became the CTO to in a sense to shield some of the let's do this stuff, but to do it in a way that says, how can we do these things? So, the experimental side I really like, but you don't fiddle around with a live site to do experimental stuff. And so it's getting the balance between vision, desire, and practicalities. So, and I like that. That is my sort of happy place. I like strategy and like tactical, and I can play between the two. But it doesn't mean to say I'm a CTO. It doesn't mean to say I should have that role. But someone had to take up that role and play it for the festival.
So I'm enjoying my role in marketing, actually. It's an area I've always had an interest in. It was an area that grabbed hold of me and did not let go. But actually, if I have the choice, I'd like to still stay. I'd like to also slightly dabble into red team, but I don't think you guys will ever let me in.
Oh no! You'll be able to. It's free to enter. Cost you £100 to leave.
But no, I'm enjoying marketing. So if I get an opportunity for the next steps, I'll definitely. And actually, if I got an opportunity to still lead, there's certain particular people that I would like to grab hold and bring into marketing that have shown it. I'm not going to lie, I'm not the best. I've had to pick things up and learn it. I've learned a lot. But yeah, I'm excited and I hope it does carry on. I hope there is a 2022 version. I hope, we've been blessed with the spin-off of Agile World. We ain't letting it go. No, it was really enjoyable. I'm still like buzzing and excited with it as well. So, but we don't want to give too much away now. We actually want people to actually go look at the Memorial Board. We want people to go look at the recording. So we will attach this to this post. It's been really good seeing you, Karl. Thank you very much for tonight.
Take care. Bye.